Hey everyone, sorry it's been like literally almost a year since I last posted. It's been busy and I've been having so many technical difficulties. I'm hoping I am capable of moving past them at this point, and I should have updated you all. I meant to. I recorded a lot of update videos and never got around to posting them. I'm sorry. So I will have a proper update video coming, and it's even going to have art, so it's not just going to be me talking. And I've got all that recorded. I just need to edit it and throw it together and put it on YouTube. So that's on its way. As far as what's happening here, I am going to be specifically, instead of talking about what I'm doing in the video, I'm going to be talking on the specific topic of depression in art. Now, I just want to sort of preface this. I know, at least certainly in America, there's currently political commentary on mental health, and well, I think it's an important conversation to have, and there's definitely, I have very strong opinions on it. I don't think this is really the place to talk about that, so this is entirely unrelated to all of that. This is just, it popped up and I decided to make a video about it. And also a disclaimer, this is solely based on my experiences. I've got friends who have talked about similar things, but nothing that's very specific, and I certainly have no medical experience for any of this, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But, this is just my thoughts on the whole matter. So, to start, this piece is a bit of event art from a definite depressive episode I've been going through, and I'm not going to go into why it's happening, what it's about, but it hit me hard, and it's about very important things to me. So this piece was sort of not really a way to get out of the episode, but just kind of a way to make sure that I was working through it properly, I guess, or at least that's how I see it. Now, this is the first vent art I've done in years, and part of the reason for that is when I was in college, I was seeing a therapist that's I was very lucky in that my school had therapists on site who you could just literally, you made an appointment whenever. You didn't have any restrictions on appointments, any of that. You could just, if you needed to talk to them, you could go and do so. And I was working with my therapist for quite a while, and one of the first things that came up was the concept of vent art. And I don't know if, since he didn't really do much art, I don't think, I could be wrong there, but I don't think he really did, and I don't know if that is why he had the opinion on it that he did, or if it was something that people that he's worked with have talked about or anything. But he had the thought in his head that vent art was bad because it would get to the point that that's all you were doing, and you wouldn't want to do art to make art. You would only want to do art for vent art. And I highly disagree with that, because at least for me, I don't know about other people, but in my case, I use vent art strictly to get the emotions out, and that's, in a way, that's how all of my art is, but it manifests differently for other pieces. Vent art, it's very specifically, I am feeling this and I want to get it on paper. It's a lot like writing down your thoughts for me. I don't even really know why that affected me so much, because I didn't agree with him about it right off the bat, but just for whatever reason, I haven't done event art since he mentioned that, and I don't know. But I went through and I did this one. And okay, so art is something that it can both help with things like depression and it can hurt them, because everyone, like every artist knows that you go through art and there's sometimes where you're like, oh, all my art is terrible, everything is bad and I can't draw for anything. Okay, I am the worst artist in the world and I'm never gonna draw again. Everyone deals with that. And obviously when you have depression, that can kick it off. And for me, certainly it has on a number of occasions. I personally am starting to learn how to work through that and not be of that opinion, but it's taken time, it's taken a lot of hard work, and I don't know, art's weird. That's the only thing I can say about it, is just strictly, it's weird. And then art's also a thing that can help with depressive things a lot. Like, for example, there's the vent art thing, which is strictly you are actively making art to help you with how you're feeling. And there's also the point that if you're dealing with a depressive episode and you're going through and you decide, okay, I'm in a point where I feel like drawing, so I'm gonna draw, and you do so and it actually turns out really nicely, like nicer than you expected it to, then it can straight up pull you out of a depressive episode. It's a weird thing. And I don't know, like for me personally, art's had a really back and forth relationship with me and my depression. Like, my depression is not very severe, first off, let me tell you that. It's a very mild case of depression. But there have been times where it's gotten so bad that I have literally gone for, like, I think up to a year, probably, without drawing. And, well, maybe not a year, but at least 8 months. I've definitely done that. And at other times, it's like, okay, I feel bad, I need to draw something. Every single time I feel bad, I'm gonna draw something. I'm ending up drawing like 5 things a day because I'm feeling really bad and drawing a lot. It's an interesting time. And now we are at one of those points where I thought I was going to have a lot more to talk about than I apparently actually did. So, hello. I guess I'll talk more about the art now. I wasn't expecting this. So this is the first self-portrait I've done in watercolor, and it wasn't meant to be like... Most of the time when I do a self-portrait, I try to make it exactly accurate to how I am at the moment, and this was supposed to be more of an idealized version. Like, my hair is properly dyed the way I like it, whereas right now I have the slightest little bit of bleached hair at the very end of, like, one little section left. And yeah, just if I had done more of a full body for this, there would have been a lot of noticeable changes to how I actually look, whereas normally I try to keep that fairly in proportion. I'm not especially good at that, but I try. But yeah, just this is a little idealized. And then the snowdrops, the like circle border it's supposed to all be snowdrop leaves, and then the snowdrop flowers are in there because for whatever reason, just snowdrops, they've always been important to me, and they've been popping up in a lot of weird places lately. Like, not physical flowers, but just I've been seeing them around a lot more than usual in places I wouldn't have expected. And that sort of just struck a chord with me, I guess, and I decided to throw them in as a fairly integral part of this piece. And honestly, I wasn't really happy with how this piece was going until I added in the black diamond in the back and then started working on this little bit of metallic edging, which is in finetec, and I was so happy when I got finetec. I have wanted them for a very long time. So yeah, that's about all I've got for you guys. That update video is on its way. It is in process. And hopefully I'll have that up for you in the next couple of days. And beyond that, I hope things have been going well for everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.